Now, our next guest has conquered the football pitch, but now Ian Wright is about to take over your Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, helping contestants win big cash prizes in ITV's brand new game show, Moneyball. Take a look.
Now, this is what you came here for. Add some cash to your jackpot. So this is your first board. A lot of money on that board. Danger signs. Let's stay away from them, OK?
I need to get that ball slightly lower than the middle, and it's going to bounce back a few times, but it's just going to stop there.
On the 10?
Yeah.
When you're ready, lock the launcher. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I think it might be all right, you know?
Yeah? OK. OK, that's locked. 3, 2, 1.
I reckon it's going to go back.
That's going to come back.
Yeah. I reckon it might do one more, you know, though, Ian. Oh, no.
Hang on, no. It's got a bit in it. It's got a bit in it.
Oh, we're
I don't know what happened.
We're in. That's it.
It's amazing.
Ian joins us now.
Yeah.
Ian, what a treat to have you on the show.
Nice to see you, Derm. Nice to see you.
It's so lovely to meet you, finally.
I know, a long time.
You guys never met before?
Never.
No.
We've talked to each other like on a direct message. I've slipped into his DMs.
Whoa. What did you say in his DMs?
Oh, it's none of your business.
I want to know.
It's none of your
She slipped
business.
in, sister
Not
business.
everything you need to know.
I want to slip in with the old DMs.
It's not everything you need to
I'm
know.
looking at it. Is he not following me? Is he not following me? Is he not following me?
He's following me.
Listen, Moneyball, tell us about it. Tell us how you got involved in it. You said you were never going to go back to the shiny floor and they dragged you back in.
But this one, this game show and quiz show, I'm not a quiz master, but this game show suits me because it's like the jeopardy, the excitement, the intensity, that ball rolling, you know, the stories of the people, what they need the money for, everything like that. And it's something like, you know, when you get into it, you're into the game, you know, and that ball rolling, it's quite hypnotising.
All the best shows are like that, aren't they?
Well, you know.
So what's the format? How does it work?
So the format is you get three questions, then you have to match the 3 questions with your 3 answers. So you get the 3 options first, then you get the answers, then you have to put them together. And if you don't know them, you get a clue ball, which you can use, and then you hope the clue ball will roll on the one that you may not know, or roll on an answer. Then once the clue ball hits it, it tells you if it's right or wrong, so then you can change them around if you want to.
Yeah.
Well, I just couldn't believe how much money is at stake. It's £250,000.
Yeah, if you play the perfect game, Alison, if you play the perfect game, you can get to that kind of money.
£250,000?
Well, the thing is that I was thinking to myself as well, if I'm going to come and do a game show, I want to give out some serious money.
You don't want £5 grand?
No. I want them to win life-changing money, and that's what happens. You know, people are winning and losing life-changing money. So when you're going on that ride, and like I said it there, I weren't going to come back to that kind of television, like light entertainment, the shiny floor stuff. But like,
what is it you don't like about the shiny floor stuff?
I just missed the football too much when I was doing it. I think, and the continuous stuff that you have to do when you're doing it, the regimented, this one, now look over here, now do this, now do that. I started with the game, with the chat show stuff, it was a totally different kind of skill, but then once I'd done that, I started to miss football. But this one enables me to just be me, be myself. And I'm just in it with the person, and we just go on that journey with them. When they win, it's honestly tears. You feel like you're going to cry. And when they lose, you feel like you're going to cry because you know what the money means to them.
Ian, because the producers had you in mind when they wrote the format. Yeah. So did you do the kind of what happens quite often is you do the office run through. So you go to an office and they show you how it works, and then you do maybe the pilot. I don't know if this needed a pilot or they commissioned it straight away. And sometimes you're sort of, you know, you go to the office run through, or you know, someone's pitching you the idea, and you think, oh, I don't really get it. But when you know it's going to be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's going to be a hit, but you know when the show works, the format of the show. Did you have that moment where you went, I get it?
Because like it took me a while to go in there, because when my manager Roscoe was telling me to, you know, this one, I think this is the one, and I said, yeah, we'll go and see them. When you went in there, I was in there with Michael Kelpin and like Martin Scott and Barry Hunt, all the guys who was in there, and obviously very excited. So when we started to just mock up how we're going to do what you've just seen, it just started to get more and more like intense, because we used a virtual thing to let the ball go across us, then we could see that roll. And what I know about this game is that the roll is what you're watching at home. You know, questions, obviously the questions, if you know them, they're easy. Yeah. Sometimes they come up and you think, oh my gosh, and as people use a clue ball, I think, it needs a clue ball for this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, once we were doing that, then you could just feel, Dermot, now that I'm feeling this, man. I'm feeling it's touching me.
Did you ever have a go at practising the game? Did you have a go?
Yeah, I did. And the thing about when you practice it, you know, there's a skill involved in it when you press that button. If you get it right, the ball will roll exactly where you want it. So if the money's over that side, You have a couple of goals, because they get practice. You get a couple of goals where you know that if you hit it like that, it will land there. So if you can continue to press it where it needs to go, then and time it, you will get the money. And so I've had a go at that, but it's different, Alison, because when people come up there and they've come up and they say, I just want to win 10 grand or something, all of a sudden, in 3 questions, they're on 30 grand.
Oh, my God,
4
that's
questions,
life-changing.
Yeah, so then you can see people shaking.
See, there's a different sort of, like, your punditry is so spot on. I mean, you're so honest, you read the game so well, technically. No, I love watching you. Because, you have that combination of honesty and technical and experience and nous. And
Thanks, Dan.
How does this kind of compare when you're up there?
It's pure emotion, and you're literally riding on someone's emotions, whether they're going to get something that's going to change their lives for what they want. Some people, like, there's a wonderful lady, she's an NHS nurse, she's struggled for the whole time, and she wanted to win money to get a new kitchen for her mum. People want to take their kids to Disneyland. There's a lady who wanted to go to India and meet family they've never met. So what happens is when you speak to them, and then you hear that story, and then they're rolling the ball.
And then you really want them to win.
Then you start to feel it. So my natural instincts my emotions are really always close to the surface, and so you're feeling it for them. And so that's why, like when I do the punditry, I'm feeling the same. It's like when I'm watching England, I'm right on the edge of it. So with this show, it keeps me on the edge of it. And when they win, I've got to say, when they win, it's the closest I've come to when you score a goal. The closest, the euphoria.
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it? You got football's in the blood of your family. This is what I mean. Like, 2 sons, Sean and Bradley, and now
grandson.
A grandson. I did the maths for this. None of this makes sense because you in my head are about 49. like Sean and Bradley are like in their mid-20s. So how you can have a grandson that's 20 is beyond me.
DiMaggio, we're so proud of him. We're so pleased. He's really cool. He's got his head screwed on. He's very focused. He's somebody that obviously he's seen what his granddad's been through, his uncle, his dad. And he's at Stoke now, so obviously I love Stoke. He's just trying to get his head down because it's not foregone. You sign professional forms, that doesn't really mean it's done. So there's enough people in his family that he now knows what he's got to do. Right. We're just on him for this work.
That's where the hard work starts, right?
Absolutely where the hard work starts.
If we could just get a word on Josh Cavallo,
yes.
the Australian footballer that came out. I mean, like Gary Lineker said on Twitter, he can't believe that he's praising him for being brave because we shouldn't be living in a world where this is brave. We should be living in a world where this is normal.
Yes.
But it was an incredible... It felt like a moment.
Well, you could see while he was doing it what it meant to him. I think, again, like Gary said there, I don't think people should need to have to come out. But we're talking about a sport like it's so alpha football. Now we've got a professional footballer who's come out and we've got gay people who are watching the game. It should be OK for people to be able to do that because we're talking... They don't feel comfortable going into stadiums. So now you've got a player who is playing and he's gay. He's come out and that's it. It's going to be tough for a while for him, maybe, but then there's players who are watching and there's people at home and there's kids who themselves are feeling feeling however they're feeling. They should be comfortable enough to be able to live their lives how they want it. I'm delighted for him.
Yeah.
And hopefully he can go on and live his life, do his stuff.
Thanks, Ian.
Me too.
Moneyball starts tomorrow night, 6:30 on ITV. I
can't wait.
Are you hot at all, Alison?
I am a bit hot. Take your jumper off,
is that what it is? Yeah, he's just done it! He's just done it! Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
You're on, babe. Thank you, Ian.
My pleasure, guys.
Can't wait to see the show.
Thanks very much.